So to start with, I'll look at a shrink wrap model, and you can see straight away in comparison, it's 3 megabytes smaller. So straight away we know that some of the data has been removed. So again, click to select, and then I can come in and place this. And if I can put my manipulation box on, we can rotate this around to get a better view. And then if I remove some components, you can see all of the internals have been removed. And that's the effect of the shrink wrap. Because those components aren't visible to the naked eye, they're not visible through a ray of light, those components are removed. If we look at something that's had parts removed, notice again it was a slightly smaller model, and notice that we have some components removed. So part of the alternator here is missing, and the data is a lot more lightweight. A lot of the caps have been removed, and I removed anything that was 10% or smaller of the entire assembly size. So again, if it's something that could be useful, and if those components aren't relevant for your particular use case, part culling will remove those for you. So I also have a low tolerance and a high tolerance model. So if we quickly look at the differences between the two, obviously with the engine you won't, this is more of an effect of something much larger in scale. But if we look here, you can see a lot of the holes are more angular, more faceted in the low quality model. And if we compare that with the high quality model, you can see that these are much smoother, much more higher quality, but it also means there are a lot more triangles within that model. And finally, we have the removal of assembly structure. And previously, I was able to come into this data and I could just click and hide any individual component, as you saw me do to show the shrink wrap effect. But because I've removed the assembly structure, all I have now is one chunk of data. So if I hit hide, the entire thing is removed because we've removed all of that assembly structure from the data. And again, obviously all of this is determined on your use case, but that is fantastic if you're just trying to lay out a factory or this room, for example, and you don't necessarily need to dig into the detail of the model. You just need to know what it will look like in its place.